to be filming my most requested makeup look here on my channel. This has been the most requested tutorial for the past like probably 8 weeks, I would say. And this is the Smoky Eye Incorporating ColourPop Couche eyeshadow. And if you are a part of my Snapchat family, then you know exactly what look I'm talking about, and you know how much I love this eyeshadow, and I'm so excited to be filming this for you. About 2 months ago, I wore this exact look while I was on Snapchat, and I started getting so many tweets and comments from you guys asking if I would do a tutorial on it. And then I posted a photo of this look on Instagram, and it quickly became one of the most liked photos that I've posted and one of the most commented and requested looks that I've ever posted before. So that's what I'm here for, and that is why I'm filming this look for you guys today. So I hope that you enjoy this smoky eye as much as I do. I personally love this smoky eye so much because it's like the perfect amount of neutrals. It's not too warm and it's not too cool, but it still has like a pop and a zing to it, and it makes it fun, but yet it's still going to be wearable for a lot of different skin tones and eye colors because we're not too warm or too cool in the colors that we're using. I paired this kind of taupey silver shade with some dark chocolates and like purples in the outer crease, and I just love it. I'm gonna stop talking about how much I love it because it's getting redundant, but I'm gonna say it one more time. I love it. So that's it. I hope for those of you who requested this tutorial that you really enjoy it, and make sure that if you get inspired by this or the colors, or you recreate this look at home, make sure you send me photos, tag me in your photos that you post so that I can of course see it and like it and interact with you guys. So that's it. I love you guys, enjoy, and I'll see you later. Bye.
Hey guys, so today we're going to be starting with our eyes, and I'm going to show you how I personally prime my eyes because I feel like I skip over this step in a lot of tutorials. So what I do is I take my favorite concealer, whichever one I'm using at the moment, and currently it is the Urban Decay Weightless Naked Concealer, and I coat my entire lid with that concealer. I pat it on with my finger, and then what I do to set it is I go over top of that with any powder. This is my favorite way to prime my eyes. I like it so much better than using an actual eye primer, but that's just my personal opinion. Now I'm going to be going in with MAC Kid eyeshadow. This is a great transition shade if you are fair and looking for a transition color in your crease that is not too warm, because this is very neutral and it's very pale. I'm taking a very generous amount of it though. This is basically as pigmented as you can get it to look, which you see right here on camera. And I'm going to put that in the entire crease area, mainly focusing on the outer corner of the crease. And then once we don't have as much product on the brush, we'll blend up towards the eyebrows. I'm trying not to get a lot in the inner corner of the eye though, because that's how we can make this smoky eye look a little messy and a little sloppy. Now I'm going to be going in with MAC Soft Brown. I'm going to layer that right over top of the eyeshadow Kid. This color is tried and true. It is one of my ride or dies. This is one of the first colors I ever owned from MAC, and it is one of the greatest transition colors. Both of these shades together really create such a well-balanced crease if you're looking for like an everyday kind of neutral eye look. I love those colors. Now I'm going to go in with Makeup Geek Cherry Cola and Americano. Cherry Cola is on the right. Americano is the kind of dark brown one on the left. I couldn't choose between them. I really wanted the mixture of both, so that's exactly what I did. And I'm going to begin to pack this on the outer corner of the eye. And what I initially do is I rub my brush into both shades, and then I literally just pack and I pounce it up and down the area where I want it to be. And then I kind of go in and blend it out. But I kind of just want to pack it on initially, as you see me doing right there, just getting it into that area. And then we'll go back and blend it out, because if you initially try to go in and start blending with a ton of product on your brush, it's going to get really sloppy. It's going to be falling all over your face, and it's just not going to work. So kind of pack it and then go back and blend. Quick little dance break. I was watching Friends. You know how it is. Moving on. So what I did is I took that brush, I tapped off all the product, and then I grabbed a little bit more of MAC Soft Brown, and then I'm going to use that to blend out the edges. If you see my background moving, that's my dogs. They are very obsessed with these glitter backgrounds, and they're constantly pulling at it, and I'm constantly telling them no. So if you see it moving, it's my dogs, not a ghost. So I'm just blending out those dark shades on the lid so nothing is harsh. But once I blended it out, I realized, okay, I kind of blended away the depth of the smoky eye, and so I wanted to bring back a little bit more of that dark shade, so I was packing it on a little bit darker, and it actually looks really sloppy here. And I want you to not get frustrated when you're doing a smoky eye and it starts to get sloppy. Just keep going and keep powering through. A lot of people give up when it gets sloppy, but there is a very ugly phase in every smoky eye. Keep going. You will see it come together. Just power through, ladies, okay? We got this. So after we get done blending that out, I'm going to go in with ColourPop Couche. As you can see, I've used this many times. It's got a nice little dent in it. I use this all the time because I think it's such a beautiful silver shade, because it's not like so silver that it's like Ice Queen in your face, but yet it's not dull. It's so beautiful. So I'm using a synthetic flat brush. This is the MAC 242 to apply this color. I want this to be the most vibrant in the inner corner of the eye. And then as I work towards the outer corner, I'm going to go a little bit lighter handed. I'm not going to press as hard. I'm not going to sweep as hard. I'm not going to have as much product on my brush. Almost like an ombre effect. We want that to be really, really bright in the inner corner. And then as you can see, I'm just kind of taking whatever's left on the brush and then kind of dusting it out. I do pull my eyelid taut like that sometimes because I feel like I get more product on the eyelid, but don't do it. It's not good for your eyes. It'll cause you wrinkles. And then I'm going to pack just a little bit more of that dark shade on the outer corner just because I didn't want it to look too like jaggedy on the edges. So now for eyeliner, I'm using my absolute favorites, and this is the Maybelline Blackest Black Gel Liner. This one and the Morphe liner are actually my two favorites. I think they're so amazing, and they're the most inexpensive liners on the market, believe it or not. All the expensive ones I don't like, which is awesome. So for this particular smoky eye, I'm going to do a dramatic wing. This does not necessarily need a wing. You could do smoky liner with this. You could do no liner with this, but I want to do a dramatic wing. And then to clean it up, I'm going to take a makeup wipe, and I'm going to just go right underneath that line and remove all that fallout. And this will help make my eye look, as you can see, much cleaner now that we clean that up. Now I'm just going to coat my lashes with any mascara. This is the L'Oreal Carbon Black. And then I'm going to go in with my lashes. And today I'm going to be using velour lashes in the style Lash in the City. I love this style so much. They're so fluffy and they are pretty dramatic, but for me personally, they're not so over the top that they're unwearable. What I love about them though is they go from smaller to longer. On the outer edge, they have like a nice kind of flick, kind of wing to them. So if you are someone who, say, has very close set eyes, these would be ideal because they will make your eyes look more separated. So now I'm going to go in with the Marc Jacobs Coconut Primer. I've just been loving this recently. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't know if it's actually making a difference in the longevity of my foundation. I just love how hydrating it is. So for my foundation today, I'm going to be going in with the Elsie Cosmetics Micro Silk Foundation. I love this foundation so much. You guys know I was using this constantly for like 2 months, and then I was like, okay, we need to step back and give it a break. But it's still one of my absolute favorites. So I am applying that with the the Tarte Kabuki brush, and then I am going to conceal. And I went hardcore with my concealer today. Just go with me, okay, people? I went intense. I was just feeling very over the top, so I wasn't going to stop myself. So I'm going to just blend this out with a damp Real Techniques blender. I know I say this all the time, but if you are ride or die for the beauty blender, try this one out. The first time I used it, I was like, I don't like this at all. No, thank you. But then after the second time, I fell in love, and now I like this one so much more than the original beauty blender. Now I'm going to go in with the Laura Mercier Translucent Powder, and I'm going to set my under eye concealer with this, and I'm also going to set my entire face with this. But first, I just want to immediately set the under eye area so I don't get any creasing, because that is not a good look on me, and I will definitely get creasy in that under eye area fast. So I have to set that, and then I will set my entire face so that all of my products, like my bronzer and my blush and my highlight, go on super duper smooth. For my eyebrows, I am filling them in with the shade Taupe. This is not my ideal shade for my brows, but it's the only thing I have right now because I just ran out of my color. So this is the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I love this brow pencil so much. I really want to try the Hourglass one though, but this is my favorite brow pencil that I've ever used so far to date. I am ride or die for this. So if I end up switching it, that's going to be like a monumental moment in time for me. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Mirage. This is by Makeup Geek, and I love this shadow for what you see me doing right now. This is the Sigma E55 brush, and what I'm doing is dusting this on the entire brow bone, not necessarily to highlight, but to really blend out those dark shadows. In case you went too high, it'll make it nice and smooth and blended, which we love. And now I'm taking the Ardency In black eyeliner. This is the most amazing black eyeliner for the waterline of all time. It's so black, it's so pigmented, it's like coal. And I'm also lining the upper waterline, which is like the most disgusting thing in the entire world to watch. Oh my god, it gives me the heebie-jeebies. I'm looking away from the screen. Look away, run for your lives. No, seriously, thank God we're on the next one. Anyways, so now I'm going to be going in with Cherry Cola. You can go in with Americano, any brown, any purpley shade. That's what I'm going in with. And I'm going to use a small definer brush just to go ahead and blend out that black on the lower waterline. when I'm doing a smoky eye, I always like to balance out the lower lash line to have it match the upper lid. I don't like leaving the lower lash line blank when I'm doing a smoky eye. Nicki Minaj rocks that hardcore. I am not Nicki. I cannot make that work. So using the Elite pencil brush from Morphe, I'm just going to blend that out so that it is nice and buffed out and we don't have any harsh lines under there. And then I'm highlighting my inner corner of my eyes with MAC Nylon, which is an eyeshadow, and it is my favorite inner corner highlight of all time. Now I'm going to be sculpting my skin, and this is sold out. And I didn't realize it was sold out until I looked just recently, and I'm so sad and I'm so sorry. But you guys know I have 500 million contour shades that I absolutely love, so don't worry about it. But I'm going to be contouring my face, and then I'm of course going to be doing just a little bakeage. Not a ton of bakeage, a little bakeage. And I saw all of your requests on my last video for a contour, baking, and highlight blush routine. So I am totally planning on doing that for you guys very soon. If you still want to see it, I'm down if you're down. So I'm just going to bake that really quick and immediately take it off. I'll talk about in-depth difference between leaving it on to bake and taking it off immediately, but for now, we'll just leave it at that. Now I'm taking the Tarte Bling It On Holiday Palette. I'm going to mix this bright pink baby doll blush with this kind of corally pink blush. And I'm going to apply that to the apples of the cheeks and bring it back towards the temples to kind of give that lifted effect to the face. And then I realized I want a little pop of highlight on the brow bone, so I just took a little bit of that MAC Nylon, the same eyeshadow I used on the inner corner of the eye. I'm going to pop it only at the high point to kind of lift the brow just a little bit more. And then I'm going to take Becca Champagne Glow Palette, and I'm going to be using Pearl. Becca did make this permanent, thank goodness. It's such a beautiful highlight for those of you that have skin white as snow. You will love this highlight. It's gorgeous. And so that is the shade that I'm going to be using today on the top of the cheekbones and my Cupid's bow. And now I'm just going to be coating my lower lashes with mascara. I'm using the MAC Extended Play Lash, I believe it's called. And then for lips, I'm going to be going in with Jeffree Star Cosmetics Velour Liquid Lipstick in the shade I'm Nude. This is a very, very nude shade. It's not going to be for everyone, but I love how nude this is, and I really wanted to replicate exactly what I was wearing in my Instagram photo, so this is what I was wearing. You can totally add a gloss, or you can do a pinky nude lip, whatever suits you. This look, really, you can do a lot of different shades of nude, and it will be complimentary. Of course, I'm setting everything with Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray, and this look is complete. Thank you for watching, you guys. I love you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.